Please be advised of the disclaimers.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Sai with Pinnacle Trading here. So today let's take a look at the market recap. Let's take a look at if markets are due for another sell-off. Last week I posted a video about have markets hit bottom, and we did a technical analysis for 2020 outlook on that. But for now, let's look at a more temporary and just within the next 1-2 months analysis. So we had a down day today in the market. Market sold off. A Dow was down about 500 points, give or take a little bit, about 100 points. And about in the 2 weeks this week, 2 days this week, we had Dow drop about 1,000 points in total. So usually when that happens, that's usually a sign of a sell-off, some sort of small correction in the market. So let's take a look at the quick yearly chart. So last time we looked at this 285 as a big resistance. It did break that this week a little bit, and then it came back down. We had some solid earnings, and then now due to the outlook, you can take a look at on CNBC that we have the stimulus package went through, but we also have a lot of companies just not providing good earnings. That's due to a recession that we're in right now, and we also see the revenue and the oil. That was a big thing. That's a big thing that took place this week. We had those June contracts come down. They were actually negative. So what does this really mean for the markets right now? Let's do a quick recap. I'll go a little bit in depth, but I'll try to keep it simple as possible so that newer investors, or if you're new to the channel, you can understand it better. So we see this 285 level. It tried to break that 290. That was a big resistance I was looking for it to break, but it just couldn't break over that 290. So we have resistance, and what that means is a key level that markets need to break, or a stock ETF needs to break over and test that resistance, and it needs to break over that key level for it to continue going up. And vice versa, support is a level that's a base, it's foundation, that something is valid and is staying over, and as long as it stays over, it's still a good opportunity. So we have support on this one at 270, and why I say that is if we look at the Fibonacci chart. So I did a recap on this in my last video. So we saw strong support at that 270 level, and what happened when it broke up, it got really weak right there. It couldn't stay above. We saw a quick sell-off. You see those sell-offs, we see another sell-off, and we see another pullback coming over here. So I think markets can drop back down to this area about 245 to 250 before making another run up to over 290 to 300. So let's look at the technical analysis side on this one. So let's pull up the normal chart on this one, and we can see that we're looking at the MACD, it's burning out. We see RSI coming down as well, and we see it was oversold here, and what happened, it went up and just couldn't keep continuing up, so it's getting really weak. So if we zoom in, we see this curling down. We also see the 9 EMA, which is a yellow line curling down. We see it rejected off the 50 SMA right there, and it couldn't even head to that 200 SMA. So being that's getting rejected early on, that means it's definitely due for a pullback. We also see the MACD about to curl down. So once that curls down around that 260 area, we can definitely see a quick sell-off to about 240, 250, and probably won't see a run-up until we have this virus issue settle down and we see things reopen and better earnings in the market. So that might be later this year, and then the election is another big thing to keep in mind for 2020. So right now we're seeing that 250 is a solid base. So I'm looking for a pullback to about there. This is a 20-year chart, and I'm looking for that to support to hold. And let's see. I don't think we can head down to that 200 level, like I said in my last video, but I think we can see about 240, 250 max pullback, and then we'll see from there. So it's really important to just take it step by step, every week by week, and analysis can change, but overall it looks pretty bearish and pointing to a sell-off right now. So another thing, if you want to have those key support resistance levels, I have the Fibonacci set up in the education tab. If you just scroll up, you can get to that education. In the education tab, you can see that Fibonacci script that is free that I have in there, and all you have to do is load it up into Thinkorswim. This is by TD Ameritrade, and you can see the key support levels next is 264, and then we have it at 246. So that's why I say 245 to 250 is going to be that max pain over there. If it goes any lower, if things get worse, which can happen, we can definitely see a pullback all the way down to the previous correction lows, which is right there at that 220 area, 218 to 220 area. So that is my outlook on the markets. I think we're definitely bearish for now, which means we're looking for a pullback, and then let's look for a run up later on. Once we break over that resistance again at that 278 and then 280, once we're back over that and we hold it as a support, as you see like this, as you hold it as a support, things bounce off of. We need to see the same over that resistance, that 280. Then we can look for 290 and 300. But for now, the market's just pointing to another sell-off. So that's my quick take on the markets temporarily. Let's see, things can always change in the markets. Just keep up to date on CNBC, whatever news channel you follow or any app. And if you're interested in getting to learn how to invest, etc., you can join the chat room for free. So this is a chat room. We have long-term investing alerts. We have trade alerts, short-term alerts as well. You can join the chat room using link in the description, or you can head over to pinnacletrading.us and click that button right there to join the chat room. You can also grab the course that I have. This is where I teach newer traders, investors, how to get started in the market, what platforms to use, and how to actually set up these charts. So everything I have on these charts, indicators, I teach how to use the Fibonacci script and just how to get familiar with trading, investing, and also my secrets that I use in the markets to generate profits for me. So if you're interested in that, send me a message in the chat room and I'll give you $100 off that course discount. And again, make sure to subscribe to the channel, click that like button, and I'll see you in my next video.